Okay, welcome to part 3, ladies and gentlemen. This is where you guys are going to create a master page for the picture section of each month. So again, making sure that you are in an Essentials Classic workspace. So going to Window Workspace and Essentials Classic. And we're going to open up, oops, I clicked on the wrong one. Workspace, Essentials Classic. We're going to open up our pages again. And we're going to create a new master page the same way we did last time by coming to the box or the button with the lines in it and selecting New Master. We're going to change the name to Pictures and hit OK. Now you'll notice there is another C Master here. I want to make sure that this one is selected. Again, a great way to check is make sure that I can only scroll through that one page. And right now I can't see my margins because of the view that I'm in, so I'm going to go back and change my view. I'm going to go to View, Screen Mode, and then Normal. So now I can see those margins again. So here's where I'm going to create a template for what I want the picture side of all of my pages to look like. Now this one could vary greatly from page to page, or you can keep a relatively similar theme the whole time. It truly is up to you. But you may want to do something like creating a shape, changing the interior color of that shape, whatever that color might be. And we're just going to kind of make it match what I had originally for my monthly page. And then maybe I want to have 3 shapes where I'm going to put pictures. So maybe I'll use circles. And I'm just going to give those a white background for now. And I will put a second circle in with a white background. And then maybe I just copy and paste this guy. So Control C, Control V, line those up, and I can organize everything to look exactly the way that I want. So what I would do is I would come in here each month and I would insert a picture here, here, and here if I wanted. This is just an example. You guys saw the example here. Let me go back real quick. Which is a great example of how every month can look a little bit different if you want it to. It can either be the same and you can have these master pages, or you can go in and you can make it look however you want each month. So I'm just going to show you that example real quick. Maybe. So this was the calendar cover, but this was the picture side of things, and then this was a month. This was the picture side, which looks much different than the month before, which is okay, but then the month page looked the same. So it's up to you if you want to continue to use a template, or if you just want to do it freeform each month. But now we're going to talk about how do I apply all of these master pages to my actual project. So we have our B dates and our C pictures. Our first one when we're looking in pages, so we're in our pages panel, our first one is going to be our cover. And you'll notice that right now they all have an A on them, showing what master page is applied. So our first one is going to be our cover. So we'll leave that blank. Our second one, because it's the top part of our calendar when we're opening it up, is going to be our pictures. So we're going to come here to our C Pictures Master, and we're going to click on it and drag it down to number 2. And remember that the number corresponds with the page that is above it. So the page will be here, and then the number of that page is below it. So now for 3, that's going to be our dates, because that's the bottom half of our calendar when it's hung up. So we're going to come to our B Dates master page, and we're going to click and drag. So your even numbers are going to be your pictures. And we're just clicking and dragging down from our picture, clicking in our mouse, dragging down. And our odd numbers, so 3, 5, everything but 1, because remember 1 is our cover page, are going to be the dates. So I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to continue to do this. Odd numbers are dates. Even numbers are pictures. So again, odd numbers, date. Oh, I messed that up. And if you ever mess it up, you can just click back in and drag over it again. Even numbers are pictures. And you can do every other if that's easier for you. You can switch back and forth between the two, whichever is easiest for you. But I'm going to do this all the way through page 24 or 25 because page 26 is going to be my back cover. So I don't want to put one of these templates on there because I won't be using them because I'm making my back cover. So again, I'm just clicking and dragging to put on these different ones. And I'm going to stop on 25, which is an odd number. So that would stop with a dates page. So I just want to go look at my document real quick. And I'm going to double click on page 1 and then minimize my pages. Now when I scroll through, page 1 should be blank because I need to make a cover page. Page 2 should be pictures. Page 3 should be a month. Page 4 pictures. Page 5 a month. And it should go back and forth as I'm scrolling amongst all the pages until I get to the final page, which should be blank for my back cover. And that is how you apply all of your master pages. Now what you're going to do, the last step in the demos, so you guys will make your cover on your own, you'll make your back cover on your own, but you're going to go through and you're going to start editing each of these months. So I'm going to start, which is editing the first month because this is what takes the most time. And if I'm coming in here and I'm trying to make this January, I'm going to click on my type tool and I'm going to try and edit this text, but it's not going to let me. So before I edit any page with a master on it, I have to open up my pages and I have to right click on the page that I want to edit. So I want to edit page 3, my first month, and I'm going to select override all master page items. Now I can override it, and when I come in here, I can highlight this and change it to January. And it looks like you guys will see I need to change the size of it a little bit, and you're going to have to make those modifications each month. So just keep that in mind that every month is going to be slightly different. So now I would need to look at my calendar, and I would come all the way to 2022. And January starts on a Saturday and it ends on a Monday with 31 days. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to erase all of these 99s because I don't need them because it begins on a Saturday. And this is where the time consuming part comes in. So now I'm going to type in 01 here, 02, and go all the way through my months. So as you'll notice, this takes a little bit of time. So I'm going to pause and fill this out, and then I'm going to show you guys how to split your day. And so as you can see, I've gone through and I have changed all of my days to match the actual month of January. Now, the only thing that I'm missing is that right now I only have space for 29. And when we look at our calendar, I need space for 30 and 31, which fall on a Sunday and a Monday. So right away, I'm going to show you guys how to do this split. So I'm going to take my line tool and I'm going to draw a line from one corner to the other. And I can hold down Shift to do this because Shift will allow me to have a straight angular line too. So I'm going to start to click and drag, hold down Shift. And actually, I don't want to hold down Shift. As you'll notice, it doesn't go to the corner. So I'm going to release Shift and just release my mouse about halfway through. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to come to this corner. It doesn't matter if I do top or bottom. And I'm going to click and drag until I get to the corner and release. Now I need to add another set of dates. So I'm just going to copy this with Control-C and then paste it and move it down to this bottom corner. And I'm going to change it to the number 30. Then I'll take my selection tool again. I'll click on this number. Oh, I'm going to Control-C, then Control-V. and bring it down to the bottom corner and change it to 31. Now I have January completed. At this point, I could go in and I could change the color of my shapes if I wanted it to be a different color depending on the month. Say I was doing February and I wanted to do pink and red, something like that, and I can adjust all of my settings. Don't forget that I can also adjust my lines. So I could come in here and I could make them dashes, or I could make them, you know, anything creative really that you guys wanted to. But remember, sometimes you might need to go to the view, go to screen mode, and then go to preview. And now it's a little bit easier. I can come in here, click on my lines, and I may need to zoom in. Yep, it looks like I'm going to have to zoom in to get one of my exact lines. And it looks like it's already been adjusted. But I could change all the structure. It's trying to change my shape, is what it's trying to do. There's my line. And so I can make it dashes instead. I can make it wavy. Like, you get to make whatever you want within your calendar each month. Or if you wanted to change it on all your months, you could go back to your pages and you could change it on your dates. But remember, when you overwrite it, it no longer has that master page on it. So when I'm ready to go work on my next month, I'll double click on it in the Pages tab. So I know I'm on page 5 for month 2, which is going to be February. And I need to right click and select Override All Master Page Items. Anytime I want to change something that has a master page applied to it, I have to right click in the Pages panel on that page I want to edit and hit Override Master Page Items. So the rest of your guys' project is going to be you updating each month, making sure it matches the proper calendar, and then you'll go back through and you'll start to insert your pictures. If this is something you want printed off as a gift or something that you want to keep, remember to hook your phone up and use your pictures from your phone. If you do not care about it being printed, you can pick a theme like Avengers or something, and you can do your calendar assignment, but it won't be able to be printed. So you guys are going to continue to work through. Don't forget to use your example to do your title page and your cover page. Remember, this assignment is worth 100 points. So take your time, do it well, and especially if you want it printed off, and I will print it and I will have it bound, and it will be a really good sample for you guys and just a really good gift. So make sure that you do all of those things if you want it printed and it will look nice. The last thing that you can do, which I will tell you, is you can do an edit and then go to spelling and check your spelling. And you can go through and you can do a spell check just like you can in Word. So don't forget about that either. All right, ladies and gentlemen, good luck. You will do fantastic.